Okay, welcome back guys. So in our previous video, we discussed on the coding for the server.python file. So in this video, I'm going to go over the coding for the client.python file. So first things first, we need to bind the host. So our host would be our server. So my server is here. Let's copy that IP address and let's paste it here. Alright, and then we bind it to port 9999, and then so for the client file, it's actually quite simple. So what we want to do is we want to try to connect to the server, and then once we get the connection, we wait for instructions, and when we receive the instructions, we'll run it and then we'll send it back to the server. So it's very straightforward. So here's a few lines of data for certain exceptions. So for example, if we type cd in the command prompt, so cd stands for change directory, so there won't be any output. So in order for because the server won't receive any output, so we need to run this code to avoid any error. And here we would want to print out the output also, so our client can see what we are doing. We don't have to write this code if we are a hacker, so because we wouldn't want people to know that we are hacking their computer. Okay, so let's go ahead and run that. So first we need to open up our PuTTY, and we need to get that IP address again. We need to paste it here, new project, and load. Let's open that. So type in root. Okay, so I've already created the server.python file here. So let's type in ls. So as you can see here, this server.python file I already uploaded into the server. So we would want to run it, python3 server.py. Okay, so now it's binding the port. So let's go over here to our client. We'll hit run. Go back here. So connection has been established. So we can type in dir, and you can see here at the bottom here, anything that I do on my laptop, it will be printed out on my client's laptop as well. So let's say I want to change directory, so it will be displayed here. So change directory again. Yep. Okay, so that's all for the connection for the client and server project. Thank you. Okay, welcome back guys. So in our previous video, we showcased how we implemented the server and client project. So we managed to control our laptop from a remote place. So now we want to further improve that. So before this, we can only connect to one client at one time. So what if we wanted to connect to multiple clients? So we can't, if we want to use our old code, we would have to open like multiple servers, and that would waste a lot of money. So in this new Python file, we can keep some of the old codes, which is the top half here. So and then we need to scrap off the bottom half because we need to create something called a thread. So we need to do some threading. So what threading is that we allow the Python file to do multiple things at the same time. So it's like thinking and speaking at the same time. Okay, so what we want to do is we want this Python file to be able to listen to new connections and to send out the data to the client's laptop at the same time. Okay, so our new Python file has two functions. So the first one is we need to be able to list out all the connections that are currently connected to the server, and the second function would be to be able to select whichever laptop that we want to connect to. So for example, when we type out list, it must be able to list out, let's say we have 3 people connected to the server currently, and then after that we need to be able to select whichever one that we need. Okay, so here are the codes, and so let's go ahead and implement that. So same thing, we need the IP address. Let's go to our server, click copy, let's paste that, new project, load. Okay, so same thing, root. Okay, so I've already inserted it as well, this new server Python file here. So server multiple users, okay, multiple clients. So what we do is same thing, Python 3 server multi. Okay, so binding the port. So let's go over here to our client file. So we changed remember the host must be the IP address of our server. If not, it wouldn't connect. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this. Let's go back to our PuTTY. So connection has been established. Okay, so this is the IP address. This is the public IP address of our laptop. So it only shows the public IP address. So let's go ahead and click list. Okay, so currently I don't have another laptop on me, so I can only show you one. So this is the only connection currently. This is the only client currently connected to our server. So we would like to select that. So we would hit, what was my code again? We want to hit list. Yeah, we want to hit list. So list 0. Not this one. It's not list. Oh, select. I'm gonna hit select 0. So we're currently connected to this client. So this client is actually us. So let's try with directory. Okay, so the commands are also printed on the client's laptop as well. So let's do something cool. So let's go ahead and go back, and we will go to desktop. Okay, so we are currently at my desktop. So let's minimize this. So as you can see, there's only two files here, private key and client file. So let's create a folder here. We'll call that testing, enter, and there we have it. So this file is created on my desktop. Okay, so there's many cool things that you can do with this. So let's say you are done with this client and you want to quit. So just type quit here, quit. Yep, and we have gone back to our own server. And if you want to hit list, and there we have it. It's still the list will still pop up here. Okay, so that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.